On today's Toy Spot, we're going to be having a look at the DC Direct Batman Arkham City. Today we're having a look at the Series 1 Batman Infected. Yeah, okay, we got another Bruce Wayne, although this is obviously an unmasked Bruce compared to the other Batmans that we've received. It's nice that they have actually given us a different version of Batman instead of giving us countless, because you know, guaranteed every wave you're going to get a Batman. We're getting a Batman in the next wave too. At least it's an unmasked version. Now the package itself still features the cowl shape, although we've got a different background here. We've got Arkham City. Still haven't played Arkham City, I know. Spot needs to really get with it. Get with the program, as they say. Needs to start playing that game. I really have to still finish Arkham Asylum. You see how far behind this guy has gotten? That's what happens when you get old. You get old and, you know, other things become priorities before you can get to video games. It's the price of being old. On the back of the package, the other figures that you can get in this wave of Series 1 Arkham City, we've got Harley Quinn, we got the Infected Batman, and we've got Robin. Read up on Arkham City says, Batman Arkham City introduces Arkham City, the new maximum security home for all of Gotham City's thugs, gangsters, and insane criminal masterminds. This heavily fortified, sprawling district in the heart of Gotham City becomes the ultimate battleground between the Dark Knight and his greatest adversaries, as he entangles a web of intrigue that threatens to tear the city apart. Batman's supporting cast is transformed by this new locale into a stronger, more dangerous set of enemies and allies, and they'll push him to his limit and beyond. Developed by Rocksteady Studios and published by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, Batman Arkham City is the sequel to the award-winning hit video game Batman Arkham Asylum. Not a bad read-up. Once again, it's not covering any of the figures that make up this wave, just covering the game as a whole. Needless to say, though, that's packaging on the Infected Batman. I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to get this opened up. We're going to have a better look at Batman. More to come, guys. Stay tuned. Of the accessories that Batman does come with, once again, he comes with a display stand. Same display stand as we get with most DC Direct figures. Same display stands as we've gotten with the Arkham Asylum figures. Although, I seem to have a weird imprint on my display stand. You can see right there. I'm wondering if it has something to do with the fact that that's where his cape has been sitting the whole time he's been in package. But as I mentioned earlier point, it would have been nice, please, just to give us something on these display stands other than just a black disc. A bat logo would be nice. Something. But he does come with that. He does also come with a bat gadget. I'll leave it, of course, to you guys to tell me what this is. But it does rotate. It just rotates out like so. Again, I haven't played Arkham Asylum, or I haven't played most of Arkham Asylum. I haven't played Arkham City yet. So you the viewers can tell me what this is. It is nice, whatever it is. And it folds up. I like that as well. It isn't, but it could be like a bat Swiss Army knife. It's where Batman keeps his toothpicks, other various things that he might need. A screwdriver, you never know. He might need a screwdriver at some point too. Moving along, Spot, moving along. The figure itself is really nice. And it's one of those figures where I really was not planning on getting him at all, because I thought to myself, ugh, another Batman. Do we really need another Batman? And sure enough, when I picked him up at a local comic book store. I really like him. I like him quite a bit. Quite a bit, actually. He's a little glossy in the face. I think that could be one thing that they could have improved on. Could be sweat. We could assume it's just clamminess. Batman is infected. We see the infection at the side of his face there, going into around his eye area. The paint work is not bad. I also like the fact that they've got his cowl. They've got his peeled back cowl draped over his shoulder area. Just one of those nice touches that they didn't have to put it in there, but the fact that they did, I really like that quite a bit. Something I tell you I really like is the coloring on this Batman. This is probably my favorite colored Batman. Let me rephrase that. It's my favorite painted Batman from this wave, or from this line. Just as a comparison, reach off camera here, and I'll bring in the original DC Direct. Covered in, he's got hair on him. The original DC Direct Batman from Arkham Asylum is a little off colored. And looking at the two, I really like the coloring on this Batman versus the original Batman. I really like this Batman still. I mean, there's no doubt about that whatsoever. But I really like this coloring. And I would be inclined, DC Direct, I don't know if they're likely watching, but I would be very inclined if they gave us a repaint of this guy in these colors, I would totally pick him up in a heartbeat. Now granted, you could say, well, you could easily swap out the head, but unfortunately the cowl is slightly off colored than the coloring of his cowl area here. Plus as well, unless you painted it, his flesh colored neck would still be exposed. But I think this is a much richer looking color on the bat suit than the original Batman. I also like the fact too that he's got this really nice metallic utility belt, which I really like as well. It's just really solid paint coloring. Now it looks to me like they've used the exact same body except for the change out. The gauntlets look a little different. Obviously Batman's on the original hands are open. That one's more of a closed fist. They've just changed out both of the hands. But aside from that, it looks like the exact same Batman. The cape is different, however, though. This is the Bruce, the infected Batman. This is the regular Batman. So you get again, it's a bit of a change, but it's a nice rewarding change. Nice flowing cape there. We'll move Batman out of the way. I really like the figure. I really was surprised that I would like the figure this much. The articulation on the infected Batman, he has a ball-jointed head. He has pin and socket shoulder, which will allow the arms to move out, back and forth. He can rotate at the gauntlet. He can bend at the elbow. No wrist articulation. All the articulation seems to be in the gauntlet area here. He has no waist swivel, but his legs do move out. They do bend at the knee, and they also do rotate in the shin guards. Sure, again, once we got another Batman, but I think they did a pretty good job with it. I don't know if I'll necessarily get the Batman from the next wave, because it does seem like it's just the exact same Batman as the Series 1, and they've just colored him slightly different. I don't know, it's funny enough that I would say that I would pass on another Batman that was a repaint of that, but if they, again, gave us this coloring on that Batman, totally would pick him up. The infected Batman, I'm going to give a 7 to. The face, I like the face, and I like that he's unmasked, but I think the real draw for me is the coloring on the rest of the bat suit. I think they did a top-notch job. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look. DC Direct, Batman Arkham City, Series 1, Infected Batman. Let me know down below what you guys think of this, and if you've picked up the figure yourself. And I'll wrap this up here. I'll see you guys next time.